In today's lesson, you will learn how to multiply and divide integers, and you will be successful today if you can do this. So let's begin with multiplying integers. So this is something we already know, but when you multiply two positive numbers, the answer is always a positive number as well. So let's look at some examples of this. 3 times 2, they are both positive numbers and the answer is positive 6. 4 times 8, again both positive numbers, the answer is positive 32. And 6 times 4, the answer is positive 24. So, when you multiply a positive number by a negative number, the answer is always a negative number. So if one's positive and one's negative, the answer will be negative. So we have a positive 3 multiplied by a negative 2. So the answer is negative. 3 times 2 is 6. In part B, we've got a positive 4 multiplied by a negative 8. That means my answer is negative, and 4 times 8 is 32. I've got positive 6 multiplied by negative 4. So my answer is negative, and 6 fours are 24. And the same goes if it's a negative times a positive number. The answer is still a negative number. Okay, so it doesn't matter if the negative is the first number or the second number, the answer is still negative. So here we have negative 3 times 2. One's negative, one's positive, the answer is negative. Negative 4 times 8, again one's negative, one's positive, the answer is negative 32. And negative 6 times 4, one's negative, one's positive, the answer is negative 24. So lastly, for the multiplying, when you multiply two negative numbers together, the answer is positive. So negative 3 times negative 2. Negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 2 is 6. Negative times a negative is a positive. 4 times 8 is 32. Negative times a negative is a positive, and 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so on to dividing integers. Now the same rules apply for dividing. If you've got a positive number and you divide it by a positive number, the answer is also positive. So 16 divided by 4 would give me positive 4. 30 divided by 5 would give me positive 6. And 180 divided by 6 would give me positive 30, since 6 goes into 18 3 times. When you divide a positive number by a negative number, the answer is always negative. So we have a positive 16 divided by a negative 4, so our answer is negative. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Positive 30 divided by negative 5, our answer is negative. 30 divided by 5 is 6. Positive 180 divided by negative 6, our answer is negative 30. And the same goes if it's a negative number divided by a positive number. So negative 16 divided by positive 4 is still negative 4. Negative 30 divided by positive 5 is still negative 6. And negative 180 divided by 6 is still negative 30. And lastly, if you've got a negative number divided by a negative number, your answer will be positive. Negative 16 divided by negative 4 gives me a positive answer, so it's positive 4. Negative 30 divided by negative 5 gives me a positive answer, positive 6. And negative 180 divided by negative 6 gives me a positive answer of 30.